Hello, good morning, students. So, you all familiar with the pie chart, histogram, plotting histogram, and drawing bar plot and scatter plot in R with the previous exercises. Hope you enjoyed it and you tried it, you practiced it with the movies dataset that I have uploaded in the Moodle site, and I asked you to try with your own data, with your research data. That will give more interesting, more involvement to the programming of R trying with this bar plot, scatter plot, and histogram. Today we will be seeing about what we call as ggplot. So ggplot2, ggplot2 is a package. It's okay. So today we will see the introduction to ggplot2. So the scope for today's session is what is the need for data visualization, because this ggplot2 will help you to visualize your data with the aesthetic elements can be included. So the need for data visualization and the basic plot functions, where we are going to retouch again the basic plot function in R and specific towards ggplot2 package. As I said, packages are the external packages developed by people, which is available open source, where you can download and add to the base R package. Base R, you can add the packages. So to understand this session, there's certain prerequisites has to be satisfied from your side. Just the basics of statistics and knowledge about data frames. So if you're not familiar with data frames, go and see the video about data frames and the basic of statistics. If not, go please visit the data frames video and get an idea about it. So for this video, we will be using how to say the data frame movies data.csv, okay, which was uploaded in the which is available in the Moodle site, where you can use it, the movies data.csv, and a script file is also I'm going to upload it there, where you can take it for your practice, and you download these files and keep it in your cold files link for this tutorial. So I have downloaded it and I kept it here. See, as I said, yeah, once this is a customary thing to be fixed for any projects to start our project open. Okay, so these are all the I will show you. Set as working directory. So movies data.csv, everything I have put it over here. Today's file is going to be the ggplots R and movies.csv. Download these two files and keep it in your system for practicing. Just click this file. It's just clearing the workspace. As I said, no, it will clear the environment. So now today it's new, so no object is there in the environment. So if you want, you just execute this command, it will clear you the environment, okay, like this. So now we are declaring a variable to read and store the movies data. So the movies, we are creating it in the name of movies read.csv file. That is how to import a csv file, and the name is the movies data.csv. See, this is the file available in the particular working directory. Okay, so now if you execute this file, just select and run. Error in file, cannot open the connection movies. Just a minute. Error in file.rt. No such file. Just a minute. Okay. You have to set your what is say the working directory to where is introduction to ggplot? You set it over here, okay, and set as working directory. Now the work directory is set as desktop R project. This is my folder I have created, R project introduction to ggplot2 code files. In this, but in that folder I have set as the work directory, set as working directory. It is set, and now you just execute the file. See, I'll tell you the difference, because initially I have fixed the work directory as just only as R project. Okay, so it went there, the command went there and looked for the movies.csv in this R project folder. It is not available, so that's why it showed a warning message, because I have kept it inside this folder, that is introduction to ggplot, so movies data.csv. So you have to locate it exactly. That's why the previous warning message. Okay, now you see, now what is the command for viewing the file? View movies. We can view the data set. See, title, type of the film, title type, genre of the film, runtime of the film, MPAA rating film, and the production house, studio, and the released year, and released month, released day, and DVD, that is theatrical release and DVD release, and IMDb votes for the particular film, critics rating, audience rating. So it contains, if you want to see how many rows and how many columns, no, see 600 observations, that is 600 rows and of 31 variables. I will be giving you one more file. You see, it's a dimension of movies. Just select this code and run it. So it will give it here in the console window. 600 observations, 31 variables, 600 rows and 31 columns. 31 columns means 31 columns, 1 2 3 4, like that it goes up to 31, and rows 600, 1 2 3 4 up to 600 observation. This is going to be. So I have downloaded these files to ggplots folder and I have used it. So before going to the analysis of this data for visualization, we will learn some tips. What is a visualization is about? Visualization is an important tool for insight generation. So the data which has recorded 600 observation and 31 variables, looking it in a Excel form or with the rows and columns won't give that much idea or interpretation or insights. So if you visualize the same data, it provides more opportunity, more scope to generate more insight. So visualization is an important tool for insight generation, and it is used to understand the data structure. The data structure means how the data is structured, what are the different types of data used in this particular data frame, and also it helps to identify the outliers and find the patterns in the data. So the important of visualization is it will help to identify the data structure, and it will help to identify the outliers and find the patterns in the data. Before that, we should know what is outlier. An outlier is an observation that lies within abnormal distance from other values. For example, if you are asking a question like your age, okay, so if all the age groups falls between 18 to 35, okay, so if you are asking in your questionnaire what age is equal is dash, then the people will be filling their age. So most of the respondents, out of 100 and respondents, 95 or 98 falls, they filled as between the age between 18 and 40. Only two people have filled 72 or 73. So okay, it's totally the two samples, the two observations becomes a outlier for that particular data. Definitely there would be a disturbance or the effect of this outlier. So whether as per your research question and research understanding, whether you're considering this outlier or not. So these points are often referred to as the outliers, which is an abnormal observation. Okay, and the two reasons to spot patterns. Why should we spot patterns? Is we may have missed some simply trusting the numbers and to communicate that findings clearly and efficiently to others. So this pattern will help you to identify the reasons to spot patterns. So basically, data visualization is a method to explore data and a method to explain it each time to making the corresponding design choice, how it has to be designed. We will see one by one. Okay, ggplots. Okay, there are two methods for data visualization in R. So you have to be very clear. There are two methods, or put a hash symbol. Two methods for data visualization in R. Okay, it is very simple. A basic graphics and grammar of graphics. I'll tell you. Basic graphics and grammar of graphics. What are the two methods? And grammar of graphics. So popularly known as this ggplot2. So whatever we have seen in the previous sessions, like uh, pie chart, histogram, bar plot, and scatter plot using the hist function, plot function. See here the previous files. That's like a bar plot function, and hist function for histogram and pie function. Okay, so these functions are all the basic graphics. So now let us get into the what you say the grammar of graphics. So how do we know for a graphics make sense and follow the rules, how to familiarize? So is there any rules to follow for a grammar of graphics? Because since it is mentioned as a grammar means a set of rules for a language, like, so what is a grammar for a rule for a graphics? Yes, there is a rule. So the grammar of graphics is a framework for creating meaningful plots. The two basic ideas, is just like as how in an English sentence is comprised of the grammatical elements, like the eight or nine parts of speech, like nouns, verbs, adjective, prepositions, determinants. The same way, the graphs are built by combining grammatical elements to adjust like sentence in English. So follows the rules to be grammatically correct. So graphs are carry the right meaning in the grammar of graphics. So these rules are called what we call these rules are called aesthetic, what they call it as aesthetic mapping, aesthetic mappings. Okay, so now look at the graphs. What are the things that are there? I will show you a picture. Just a minute. I'll show you a picture. See this picture. So as like how it the English sentence has its grammar rules, which has all these parts. No, what are the different grammars, rules, elements in a graphics? The data, aesthetics, geometrics, facets, statistics, coordinates, and themes. So for plotting any aesthetic mapping or aesthetic graphics in R, the first three things are important and necessary. The data, for which data you are going to plot a graph aesthetically, the aesthetic points, the colors, and how you are going to present, and the geometry, coordinates. These three are mandatory elements for plotting a graph with the aesthetic sense, and others are additional thing. If you want to build a creative design, you can add it additional facets, statistics, coordinates, and themes. So again, I'm coming back to our studio. Okay, yeah, now let me see introduction to ggplot2. Okay, so far we have discussed about basic graphics, which is inbuilt in base R functions, and the importance of aesthetic mapping followed by the grammar of graphics by using this ggplot2 package. As I said, ggplot2 package, it's an additional package. You just check, go to packages, just check whether ggplot2 is installed on your machine or not. You see, it is there in the machine. If not, just click here, whatever you package you want to install, just select it there, here, and just type it here, and you can install the package. Since it is already installed, so I'm using this ggplot2 package. So this ggplot2 package was created by Hadley Wickham in 2005. He developed this package and gave it open source for our people who are practicing, and it offers a powerful graphics language for creating elegant and complex plots. Okay. Yeah, now we will try with the ggplot2 package for the data frame movies data.csv. Okay, I hope you all know the what you say, the code for install the packages. No, ggplot2, just execute this line. Since it's already installed, it is showing it here. If you're new, then just execute this line. Then once you, after executing this library, that is calling this particular package for your function, just execute it. Okay, now we have warning message. Just a minute, I will try. Install dot packages ggplot2, maybe some additionals. Yeah, so maybe that ggplot2 is a older version. Yeah, now it start, so it is showing there, but maybe it's getting updated. The ggplot2 which is inbuilt in my R Studio is maybe the older version. Now it is updating from online. I think it will take some time. Yeah, see, wait, yeah, now see, we have recalled library ggplot2. Okay, we will use the movies data frame for exploring this ggplot2 package. Let us view the objects in the movie data package by giving this view movies, which we have already done the objects in the movies data frame. Now we will create a simple scatter plot with two different objects of names, which we tried in the last class also. Okay, so try this just try this code. I am copying. ggplot is equal to, I said the first 3 points, 3 elements are mandatory, data, aesthetics and statistics. Okay, data, aesthetic and geometrics. Facet, statistics, coordinates and themes are the additional element, but the three mandatory things are data, aesthetics and the geometric point. You see here in this command, okay, data, aesthetics and geometric is there. The data is movies, which is, where is the movies? So this is the movies file object, and mapping is the aesthetic mapping in the x bar is equal to the critics score. Where is the critic score? See, this is the critic score, and in y axis audience score. See, here it's an audience score. So what we are doing here is x and assigning to the x and y. So data, which refers to the data set to be used for plotting, we have used data equal to movies. So the mapping used to apply the aesthetic mapping to the plot, where it is used to specify the mapping of objects x and y, critic score and audience score, and the geometric underscore point is used to draw point defined by these x and y coordinates. So that is why it's important. Just select this and run it. See here, see the plots package. Just zoom it. Okay, scatter plot appears in the plots. So in the plots window, just if after zoom giving click the zoom button to maximize the plot. So now we can see that there is a positive correlation. The plot function is used to what you say, give the scatter plot. It's a positive correlation between the critics score and audience score. It keeps on increasing. Okay, now we will learn how to say this is a plot generated by the plot ggplot2 function. So the plot is generated. Just I am maximizing the place. Okay, just again with what you say, the code gg save. Now you have to save this. Just a minute. Yeah, gg save is equal to scatterplot dot png. Okay, or you can give any even jpg, any format if you want to give. So it is saved in the dimension of 4.17 into 6.99 image. Okay, so the plot has been saved in the current working directory. So we go and check it over there. Initially there was only two files in the folder introduction to ggplot. Now see, there were only two folders, two files previously. Now it has been saved as scatterplot.png. See, it is code in the dimension 4.17 into 6.99. So this is how we can plot aesthetic mapping in ggplot, and we can save. So the plot has been saved to the working directory. Okay, so this is a basic how to say, we can get an insight generation of correlation, and we can do a scatter plot, and how to save this gg plot that have been created using the r function, that is gg save function. Okay, let me try one more. Yeah, scatter dot, give this jpeg. Yeah, now we will go and see where. See, one more file has been added in the name of the extension of scatter.jpeg. Okay, so now I hope you understood the concept of a ggplot, the aesthetical mapping point, and the need for data visualization, and the basic plot function in R, and about an introduction to the ggplot2 package. So the assignment will be followed by this presentation, where it will be uploaded in the Moodle site for your reference. Happy learning. Enjoy practicing R programming. Thank you.